going to do another F-15 video. Hey, what's going on, guys? So, welcome to not another F-15 video.
Oh, thank God.
So those of you who have watched my videos before know we're not exactly strangers to really fast aircraft. An important measurement metric when it comes to speed and jets is the Mach number. Mach being the speed of sound. So if you're going Mach 1, you are going the speed of sound. Now, the speed of sound actually changes depending on a lot of different factors, namely altitude. If you're at sea level, the speed of sound is 761 miles per hour, but up at 60,000 feet, it's 650 miles per hour. And that's because of the, change in air density because it's less dense up there. And then so here on the channel, we've flown the F-18, tops out at about Mach 1.8. We've flown the Concorde in Flight Simulator 2020, going Mach 2.1. The F-15C is around Mach 2.2. And then we got the F-22 Raptor topping out at Mach 2.5. We also did the Dark Star in Flight Simulator 2020. That was Mach 10, but that doesn't count because it's not a real plane yet. But that leads us to the fastest manned jet aircraft out there, and it's a plane that's held that title since 1976. So I'm going to get the rig set up, and I'm going to hop over to a different game, X-Plane 12. All right, so this is X-Plane 12. I've had it for a while, but I haven't yet done a video on it. I do have a Concorde for this that's like super realistic, so if you guys want to see me fly that Concorde instead of the Flight Simulator one, let me know. So this is the SR71 Blackbird, designed by Lockheed Martin. So like a lot of other badass planes we've shown off on this channel, this plane was born as a result of the Cold War. You see, before the newfangled things like the Google and satellite imagery, the best way to get aerial photographs of something and make sure what you're looking for isn't just on the roof somewhere was to actually fly there and take pictures. Now see, Lockheed already had the U-2 spy plane designed for this mission, but good old Uncle Sam just wanted to go higher and faster. All right, so let's get into the game. Ignore. Turn the old butt kicker on. So this here is the SR71 Blackbird in all of its beautiful glory. So this aircraft can go a whopping Mach 3.2. So one of the challenges with flying that fast is heat, because air friction heats up everything when you're going Mach 3. So obviously you need to pick a material that's both very light, very strong, and can handle heat pretty well. And so Lockheed Martin took a page out of Apple's book and used titanium.
Titanium.
This plane's cool too because instead of just having, your traditional jet engines or a scramjet, it's got a sort of hybrid system. So you got a traditional turbojet that when you're at higher altitudes kind of turns into a scramjet. I'm not 100% sure on the engineering on that, but it's pretty cool. Another fun thing about the real SR71 is that, it was designed to handle the sort of thermal expansion that happens when you're going very high and very fast. So when it's on the ground and everything's cool, the tolerances aren't quite as good as when you're up in actually your cruise speed. So this thing actually leaked fuel onto the runway within acceptable levels. And then once it actually got going fast and heated up, all the panels kind of closed themselves back together, which is just insane. See, traditionally you'd have a bladder inside the fuel tank that has all the fuel, but it would just get too hot and melt. So they said, screw it. We'll just use the raw titanium skin and some will leak out and it'll be fine. All right, so let's get this thing fired up. It does not have an APU or anything like that. These two carts here actually what start the engines. So this plane's early access. It's an add-on. You can get it on xplane.org. I'll leave a link in the description if you're interested. But according to the README, you just have to click these. And it'll engage the Buicks, which I believe then are these guys. We'll go take a look at the RPMs here. We'll wait for that RPM to stabilize a little bit, and then we'll give it some juice.
Engine 2, engage Buicks.
That looks good. So obviously the point of this airplane is to go spy on Russia, right? I was reading somewhere that they only let married pilots fly this because they'd be less likely to land it in Russia and defect and give them our new fancy airplane. And of course, everybody that flew one of these things was on a strict classified confidential basis. So I guess like a lot of the pilots would, go fly over Russia, come home, be back in time for dinner, and then their spouse, family, whatever will be like, so how was your day? What'd you do? Their family having no idea that they'd just been over Russia a few hours ago. Which is insane. All right, I think we got both engines fired up. Well, yeah, ground carts are gone, so let's see if we can get this thing up to Mach 3. If not, I'm gonna blame it on the early access part of this. All right, everything looks stable. Let's give it a little bit of a run up. I love the visibility I have here. It's great. I wonder if they actually fired up green like that. Yeah, we're going fast already. Jeez. Can I pull up already? Oh, yeah. All right, positive rate gear is coming up. Okay, so I did a little bit of digging. That KEAS means not equivalent, like knots equivalent airspeed or something, which means I'm doing something wrong. I'm going too fast or I'm going too slow for what I'm trying to do. That's gonna get really old really fast, isn't it? What am I doing wrong here? Maybe if I punch it? Just up to a 30-degree climb. I was reading the README/play manual for this thing, and apparently what this plane would have to do is take off full burner, go not burner, like that, and then it would have to air-to-air refuel before it could climb further and go super fast, because the tanks needed to be full of fuel when you're pushing it that hard, because otherwise there'd be a lot of vapor that builds up inside the fuel tanks and engines and all that, and when you get going fast and things warm up, that fuel vapor would just ignite and cause all kinds of problems for this thing. So that's interesting to know. So I don't think I can refuel with this add-on yet, but so we're gonna have to play with the settings a little bit to give us more fuel. Yeah, we're going Mach 1.5 right now. Oh yeah, there's a little chart, I forgot. So 28,000 feet. We're going way too fast. 540 is our max. That's the problem. We're cooking it. Yeah. Silence the alarm, baby. Okay, let's play with the fuel a little bit. Edit weight and balance. Oh yeah, we're like out of fuel. Let's go like 50% and see what that does. Look at that beast. You know, X-Plane really does look very good. It doesn't look as good as Flight Simulator 2020, but it also like runs, so now what? 40,000 feet, 575. Punch it! We're going Mach 1. Third of the way there. We need to be going very fast for the ramjet to work. Scramjet, ramjet, two very different things, similar naming. Now what? What is the problem? Yeah, that's hauling it. Man, this is quite difficult to get to do what you want it to do. 2.2. We're at Concorde levels of we. All right, guys. Well, I don't think Mach 3 is going to happen, so let's see if we can land this thing. Just got to find a runway. All right. We've descended down to 60,000 feet. Yeah, see? If I was a Russian looking up at the sky, nothing. You know, my hat goes off to anybody that flew this thing for real, because you don't have a lot of visibility. Granted, you had a co-pilot as well, but just bank right a little bit and try and put this thing down. Oh no, there's an airport right there. Right off to our left. That's the one, baby. Bring our gear down. Again, no idea where I'm looking. God, that would be so tough. Come on, baby. That felt like butter. And I did end up on the runway eventually. Okay, where are we? KEVV. Indiana. We've made it one state over. But it's pretty fast. Well, wait, where in Indiana? Pretty much all the way southwest. Yeah, on the border of Illinois and Missouri. We made it about there. Oh, you can't. That's actually really cool. Yeah, we made it very far, to put it bluntly. So we did in about 20 minutes what would be a 6-hour and 45-minute drive. So I'd say that's still pretty fast, even though we didn't go Mach 3. But I think we need to mess around here a little bit. You guys want to know a cool way to ruin your tires? Oh, man. I blew a tire. What gave you that impression? All right, guys. Well, hey, that's going to wrap it up for this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you did, don't forget to leave a comment, leave a mean comment, like, subscribe, all that jazz. I'm so close to 1,000, guys. And we'll probably do another video on this once I know how to actually fly it properly. Catch you in the next one.